Hey guys, I'm RozaldVaneGAME, and welcome back to another episode of Zero Escape. 9 doors, 9 hours, and 9... Sheesh, I can't remember the 9 people, I guess? Yeah, sorry. I'm trying to remember the title itself, because the title is not easy. It's like 9 doors, 9 people, 9 hours, Zero Escape. But it's like Zero Escape 999, 999. But yeah, welcome back. Last episode we started the series once and for all. Very slow opening for anybody who's watching. I'm sorry about that. That's how it is, I think. Because it's more of a tutorial to show you the point and click style of the game, I think. And the tutorial is just very like easygoing in a sense. But yeah, we finished the puzzle. Now we're just gonna open the door and see where we're gonna get to in this store, through the store. Yeah, we just finished the puzzle and everything in the last episode, so that should be good to go. You found it. I just like how they always do that. Wait, he just... he's like... and then he just doesn't even say the rest of the line. Or that the translator, like, chose to put more line dialogues to it. That felt too much like being flooded down a toilet. Damn. Ooh.
溺れ死ぬよりはずっとマシだがとここは通路か？ドアだ！ドアがある！くそ、水がまたこの
Honestly, I do think that walking through water really do slow you down a lot. I'm trying to remember if I know I had that sensation for when I was walking on water, like a puddle or like a pool of water, and it's just like you're slow and trying to run.
よし、開くぞ。
Nice. Oh?
なんだよ。
You know, when I first watched this area or the scenery of this from the Nintendo DS days when I played it, I was thinking this is like Titanic because the ship does have a reminiscent feel of that Titanic like boat kind of thing. It's just interesting, but I'm not sure if they drew references from it or if it's just like they just took whatever they could from it and kind of replicated to some degree on the Titanic like architecture of interiors.
ここは本当に船の中なのか。いや、そうだよな。
Is that like where we just came from, I guess, right? It's kind of weird though because it's like super long hallway, but it's like no one's there.
やっぱりここは船の。
Oh.
ちょっと待て、巨大な水の塊が押し寄せてきている。逃げないと。
I think there was 2 lines being read. There was like 2 lines being read, I think. There's 2 overlapping like words were being said when that was happening. Wow, he's still running. Oh, it's a deck. Wow, Junpei is literally running through this whole place. He's speedrunning. So he's trying to go to the deck, or to the top of the boat. Oh?
人がこんなに
I don't know why there was no words being said by any of the 7 people we just saw right here. They were just like, it's like some footsteps out of nowhere, and then they don't even say anything. Like, ah, or like, who are you? Or something like that.
仲間が一人増えたわね。
踊り子？
違うわよ。それよりあなたも早く。
Wait, she moves? I think the Nintendo DS version they don't move in general. Like their animation is just static, and then when they need to move, they just fade to their next move or something maybe, or they just cut to the next move. Maybe it is. I might be wrong. It's been about 10 years since I've last played this game, and that really outs my age, honestly, from from that. But yeah, it's been 10 years since I last played the Nintendo DS version of this game, so I might have forgotten a few things here and there. But I know for sure VO was not in there, because I remember not listening it to listen to the VO. I read a lot of the lines myself, like just reading it myself when I was playing on the DS. But I don't remember the animations that vividly though either, so.
違うとか言われても銀髪？
ああ、ふん、仲間、こいつがね。
I like how he's calling us Nakama. Like Nakama is like, Nakama was like a crewmate basically, because One Piece uses it a lot as a thing. As their thing to call out their crewmate, and they just say Nakama.
なんだよ。
別に。
上はダメだ。扉は2枚あるが、両方とも開かない。
Going up won't do you any good. Sorry, I didn't read it for some reason in my mind. So there's 2 doors that are unopened right now. Okay.
扉？開かないって。
だからほら、あなたも一緒に来て、早く。
It's funny because some of these characters have the typical anime voicings. Like you see the more, not spunky, but like more younger characters as being like playing the similar idea of like a similar style of like that voicing, and then like the big husky guys get the tough sounding one. It's like the very typical way of things.
これで9人か。どうやらカードは揃ったみたいだね。
ちょっと言っちまった。
What? How did you lose your cards, Junpei? What the hell?
なんなんださっきから。ライオンみたいなじいさんにピンクの頭の女の子、意味のわからない言葉を残していった王子様にと。
Oh, they meant they're gone as in the group is gone. I thought he meant the cards were gone. I was like, how do you lose your cards so quickly? It's like, what?
あ
Bruh, say something. You're creeping me out here.
え？何も言わずに言っちまった。
Is it because they found something? He's looking at?
何ボケっと突っ立ってんだ。
What? Mountain. I love how he calls him a mountain.
さっきのおっさんの話聞いてなかったのか。
Who?
上のフロア、Aデッキの扉は開かない。
Oh, okay. I mean, it's weird because everyone's rushing and then there's like nothing, like there's no imminent danger compared to what we saw with Junpei, where it, like water's flooding down the deck of Deck D, I think it was. So I don't know why they're all panicking when we don't see why they're panicking for.
だからこのフロア、B デッキの扉をこれから調べるんだ。
But they are rushing to try to get as much doors open and checked, I think, so.
わかったな。わかったらさっさと動け。
あっぶねえな、あの岩男。お。4？じゃあこっちの扉には5。
5. I mean, we did have cards for 5, but I'm thinking there might be more to it outside of just doing the numbers like we did with the keycard stuff. I think the keycard stuff is specifically for specific rooms, so we might need to find specific cards for specific spaces, maybe. Because there's also cards that are different colors, so I'm assuming there might be a different stack of blue cards and a different stack of red key cards or something like that.
同じだ。
俺が閉じ込められてた部屋にも同じように数字の書かれた扉があったんだ。
そうか、君の部屋もか。私がいた部屋も同じだ。ドアに数字が記されていた。それを開いて通路を抜け、 この大階段のある広間へとやってきたんだ。
私も。
俺も同じだ。確かに数字の書かれたドアがあった。
ねえ、そんなことよりも早く。
わかってるよ。
You think I don't know that lady?
開けよ。
I like how these people are trying to like pull it when they literally all experience the same thing, which is they had to get out of the door with the key card thing, and they still don't suspect that.
ダメだ。びくともしないぜ。
Let the big guys open it, or at least try it, because Yama, aka Mountain, the big guy was there, right? Lion can do it too.
どけ。
Yeah, see, I was like, Mountain should probably try it.
あの体当たりでもダメなのかよ。何か方法は。この装置、あの三段ベッドがあった部屋のものと同じだな。
Interesting. They have like the whole, like, I think this is Junpei's thought bubble. Like, he's just thinking about what he wants to think instead of saying it out loud. But I don't see any keycard, like, slider piece. So I see, like, a lot more of, like, the keyhole. Like, there's a keyhole on the right of that, right of the keypad. But I might be wrong in terms of what it is. But it looks like even we might need to find a key, but not a key card.
ってことはつまり、この扉も施錠されてるってことか。いや、それでも。さあ。他に扉はないのか。
He had scarcely taken a step when, at the top of the stairs, next to an ornate clock embedded in the wall, he saw a person. It was a girl. She looks to be the same age as Junpei. He froze, unable to look away from her face. He wasn't confounded by her beauty or something, or something equally silly. No, there was another reason he couldn't take his eyes off the girl. Junpei had seen her somewhere before. He couldn't quite remember where, but he knew. He knew he'd met her before. The girl, too, stared at Junpei, similarly stunned. Her response suggested that she'd seen him before as well. Oh, it's just their silence. Without saying a word, Junpei walked slowly toward her. She didn't move. It was almost as though she had held in place by some sort of magic spell. As Junpei stepped onto her landing, the spell broke. No sooner had he set his foot down, when the whole ship shook a second time. The quake caught the girl unprepared, and she fell. Moving on instinct, Junpei leapt to catch her. Or, so he thought. Yeah, they tumbled together. They tumbled down the stairs together instead. Her face was far closer than it should have been, mere inches from his own. He was flat on his back, and she had landed squarely on top of him. The girl seemed to be as confused as he did, and her face suggests that she still hadn't fully recovered from seeing him. For a moment that seemed to stretch for a very long time, they stared at one another. The ship stopped shaking. Everything was quiet. Water could be heard from the bottom of the ship, lapping faintly at walls and ceilings, but eventually faded as well. The silence was complete, a thick, muffling blanket. At last, the girl opened her mouth.
もしかして、Junpei-kun?
I don't know why they say Jumpy when they just say Junpei-kun. I'm pretty sure she just said his name, but with the kun, like, honorifics in Japanese. But I guess Jumpy is like an American way of looking at it in a way that's like saying, hey, she's calling his nickname as what they know each other from, I guess. Jumpy. Jumpy. Her words echoed through Junpei's head, and suddenly his memory returned.
お前、もしかして、 茜か?
Ow. I think he also added the line. Junpei probably added the line of like, you must be, and then Akane. I think that sometimes translation doesn't go full into it. Oh, she looks pretty much the same as her younger version. Why hadn't he realized it before? The girl was Akane Kurashiki. She and Junpei had been friends in childhood. They'd gone to elementary school together for 6 years. But what was she doing on the ship? Her soft eyes were only inches away from his own. Could feel the warmth of her face. Feelings he'd thought long forgotten began to work their way to the surface. He could feel his face heating up. At that moment, that guy's trying to speak English.
なんだ?
何今の声。
I also feel like this is like that sort of like Saw stuff where it's just like I forgot what I wouldn't call it the villain, but the person who, the mastermind, there we go. The mastermind within Saw. I'm wondering like what, like, if they took inspiration in how they build this out. But I mean, it's interesting because Saw had a face with a mask and stuff. This one is more like a gas mask thing, which is like more mysterious as well, but
この声は
yeah,
ガ
that
スマス
person.
ク男の
The guy in the mask.
どこにいやがる？出てこい！
一体私たちをどうするつもりだ?
I want to play a little game. I don't think anybody's familiar with it. I don't feel like it's like a familiar game. This is the only game that says non-ordinary game. I've never heard of a non-ordinary game outside of the non-ordinary game visual novel thing. Oh, there was more to it. It is a game where you will put your life under the line.
ノナリゲーム？
何なんだそいつは。
何言ってるの？
おい、ポケットに何か入ってるぞ。
俺もだ。
Oh, everyone got letters in their pockets.
どうやらゼロは全員に同じ手紙を配ったようだな。君読んでみてくれないか。
Terribly reading it to us. Would you mind terribly reading it to what? Why do you say terribly reading? What does that mean? Read it terribly to you guys? I mean, I can do that.
船内には数字の書かれた扉が何枚かある。これをナンバリングドアという。今諸君らの目の前にあるのがまさにそれだ。ナンバリングドアを開くには各自に割り振られたバングルナンバーが鍵となる。
Oh, yes, now I remember. Yeah, because they don't use the key cards, they use the bracelets, the number bracelets, to add it all together. So if somebody does die, you need to remove that number with you, or take their arm with you to get that bracelet with it, or you basically have to, like, sacrifice those people who get trapped with that stuff. I remember this now. Okay, cool. That was what the premise was.
バングルナンバーの合計数。
Yeah.
その数字痕が扉に書かれた数と一致した場合のみそれは開く。
I believe one person's missing because we got 7, 8, 9. I think we're missing one person. I think I might be wrong.
扉を開いた者だけがその先へと進める。ただし人数制限がある。
Oh, really?
ナンバリングドアを開くことができるのは3人から5人までだ。
Yeah, because there's probably several combinations, and some combinations allows up to 3 to 5 people if that's how it goes. But if one person does end up dying, then you can't go in it with 2 people, which is the downside and the very scary side of it.
当然その先へと進めるのも同じ人数となる。バングルってのはゲームの目的はあえて言うまでもないだろう。
I accidentally skipped the sentence in the last one, sorry. Sometimes that will happen, where I might just be like, I hear silence, and I'm just like, oh, okay, maybe it's done, and then I move forward without thinking about it. So apologies if I did skip without finishing that sentence there.
この船から生きて脱出すること。脱出するための出口は船内のどこかに隠されている。探したまえ、9と書かれた扉がそれだ。
Oh boy. Actually, does all of it combine to get to 9, I'm wondering? Like, can you get 1 to 9 all together to get 9, I'm wondering? Because I never really thought about that as of this point. 10, 15, 21, 21, so 21 plus 7, 28, 28 plus 8, 36, 36 plus 9, 36 plus 9 is 45? Oh yeah, it does. They all combine to equal 9. Wow, okay, that actually works. Yeah, I didn't realize that. So I was right, they did use Titanic as a reference to present it as the setting for this game, so it makes sense, I guess. So where does the premise of 9 hours come in if it's only been afloat for 2 hours and 40 minutes? Oh, okay. Oh, so Zero didn't want to play by realism. He just wants to say, hey, I'll give you 9 hours instead. That's hour number 1, I believe. 1 hour.
鐘の音。
階段の踊り場の方から聞こえてきてるみたい。
Yeah, the little thing on the top of the stairs seems like a clock.
時計が時を告げているんだ。
Yeah, it should be 1 o'clock by
鐘
this
の
point.
音
on
が
that.
9回。9時ってことか。
Oh, okay.
それも多分午後の9時だ。あの3段ベッドの部屋、窓の向こうは真っ暗で何も見えなかった。だから今が夜であることは間違いないと思う。
だとするとタイムリミットは明日の午前6時ということになるな。
Interesting. So it's all the way through the night. So this is this is almost like Freddy's FNAF Five Nights at Freddy's, but it's like actually trying to escape with actual logic and puzzles. Let the games begin. Alrighty. I'm guessing we're gonna all have to get ourselves a name.
やいてめえ何様のつもりだ出てこいこの野郎
I don't think Zero would ever come out of anywhere unless he has to like fix something. Tink 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 just fixes a thing on the side and just goes back to his hideout.
銀髪のやつずっと怒鳴り続けてるな。
I mean, to be fair, everyone's pissed that they're here anyways.
他のやつらは
Silence. It's funny because the silence is awkward in this case, but then it makes sense because I think realistically people are trying to take it all in from what they just heard and then have to like piece together what they have to do next.
わからないことだらけだ。 ゼロってのは一体何者なんだ？ノナリーゲーム？何のためにそんなことを？愉快犯的なものなのか、それとも何か別の目的があるのか。そもそもどうしてそんなわけのわからないゲームに俺が選ばれたんだ。他の奴らもそうだ。この8人が選ばれた理由は何だ。そして何よりもどうして茜が。
I mean, yeah, it's kind of coincidental that she and Akane and Junpei ends up being in the same space of this messed up situation, but yeah.
茜とは小学校を卒業して以来一度も会っていない。その茜がどうしてこんなところにいる？偶然なんてことはありえない。必ず意味があるはずだ。
Which I do think that it's a nice twist to just throw childhood friend and maybe main character crush into the whole scenario here, because I think that it becomes more... I think it becomes sentimental to the player to like think like, oh, I want either I want Junpei to be happy to, you know, save this person with them, or that I myself try to manipulate the fact that Junpei should not be thinking about love interest and just worry about himself first, kind of thing. It's kind of interesting because it's like psychological, where it's like we drop a character that's important to the main character, but ultimately not certain if that is the way to go, I guess.
彼女がここにいる意味が。
とにかくこのままじっとしていても仕方がない。動こう。
動く？
ナンバリングドアを開くつもりですか？
I mean, no choice. We gotta find an exit, right? Zero just said there's an exit.
ちょっと待ちなさいよ。あのゼロとかってやつの言ったことに従うつもり？
違う、そうじゃない。別の道を探しに行こうと言ってるんだ。まだ調べてない場所が残ってるだろ。
調べてない場所？
まだ調べていない場所か。俺以外のみんなは A デッキを調べてきたんだよな。
ああ、焦ってたんで隅々まで完璧にとは言えないかもしれないがな。
だったら先に下のフロアから調べてみよう。どこまで行けるか、まずは降りられるところまで降りてみるのがいいと思う。
It's only like 3 floors deep now. The 4th floor is already flooded, so no.
異議なしだ。
では行ってみるとしよ
う。We gotta make like really quick check through of the whole location, or else we won't.
何よこれ、完全に水没しちゃってるじゃないの。
おいおい、このままどんどん水かさが上がってきて全員仲良く溺死なんてのはごめんだぞ。
Fair.
いや、今のところその心配はなさそうだよ。ほら、水が流れていない。
Yeah, it
ということは
stopped.
どこかでせき止められているんじゃないかな。
It stopped flooding because I think that the zero is probably controlling when it shows up or when it starts flooding the area more. I think that if anything, I think that the idea is to keep us on deck A and then we move through deck B very less or less than we should be, and then it will just slowly flow in the water as it goes up, because I think it makes no sense if we have goals in deck C and then it gets flooded on like the 3rd hour of the whole 9 hours or something like that. That means the origins of the water has been stopped.
もしかしたらあのゼロってやつが遠隔操作か何かで水密扉を閉めたのかもしれない。タイムリミットは9時間。ゼロはそう言っていた。ならば逆に言うと9時間は持ちこたえるということに。
それまでは沈まないっていうのか。
あくまでも希望的観測だよ。そうであってくれたらと願ってるのさ。
嫌な話だぜ。
う。しかしここから先に進めないとなると、我々の動ける範囲は A デッキから C デッキまでということになるな。
Excuse me.
みたいだな。
結論を出す前に残りの C デッキも調べてみようぜ。
いや
もしかしたら 何か手がかりが見つかるかもしれないだろう。
Yeah, it's best to check C deck to kind of like see if there's anything that we need to really get before we before we go all the way up to A and try to unlock those doors.
だな。とりあえず目立つのは大階段の正面にある鉄の扉か。
2枚とも数字は書かれてないのね。認証装置らしきものもついてないみたい。
At least show me the whole statement instead of like letting me hang and like listen to the audio without showing the other stuff. I don't know. It felt weird, and I don't see authentication. Yeah.
ダメね。鍵がかかってる。
Yeah, I was gonna ask like, are they locked? If there are, then there's no point in worrying about these doors at all.
こっちもだ。くさ、どこもかしこも開きやがらねえ。
But I do assume that we will probably exit out of them versus entering into them, so it's like a one-way doorway.
おい、こっちだ。階段の裏手にも1枚あったぞ。
Oh, there's a door behind the stairs.
ここも開かないか。
But there's a keyhole.
こうなりゃ。およっさん、手伝え。
Again.
力ずくというわけか。やってみよう。
てやりゃ
ダメか。
ちょっと、いきなり暴れないでよ。びっくりするでしょ。
すまん。
I mean, honestly, when people want to prepare to just do something, the big guys will just yell out loud to exert dominance. No, I think the yells is just like get them pumped to hit through the door.
しかし、二人がかりで体当たりしてびくともしないとは、相当に頑丈な作りのようだな。
バカね。考える前に筋肉頼りなんて。
あ？
ほら、よく見てみなさいよ。
鍵穴？
そう。他の扉と違って、ここは開く方法が分かってるんだから。
鍵ね。
Also, the black screen was probably a zoom in on the keyhole, but then I don't think it actually showed.
何か文句でも？
いや、ただそう簡単に鍵が見つかるのかと思っただけだ。
なんだこれ。妙なマークがついてるな。何か意味があるのか？
Maybe it's the key's actual like symbol that shows where the key goes, I guess. But it does feel like it's like saying 1 or something like that. Like it's just one dot.
ねえ、こっち。後ろの方も見てよ。
ん？
こっちも扉か。
They look like elevators to me rather than doors, but okay.
扉っていうか、エレベーターだよね。これ、
Exactly.
横に。
Oh, why is the audio bounded to the first sentence, and then if I press enter to read the rest, it cuts out the audio? Oh, that sucks, and that's rude.
押してみるか。反応がないな。
I'm wondering what the numbers are for these things, though, because it seems like they have the little, like... Oh, no, they have key cards. Never mind.
電気が来てないんですかね。
もしくはこのドアの横にあるカードリーダーが関係しているとかかな。
Indeed.
お、ここにも妙なマークがあるな。
I'm assuming that we'll have to get unique key cards specifically for this in order to activate these elevators properly.
何なんだろうなこれ。小文字の H の縦棒にマイナスを加えたみたいな記号だが。
土星のマークですね。
Oh?
先生術なんかで使われるシンボルみたいなものです。
I think she said her teacher talked about it or
じゃ
something.
あさっきの扉にあったのは。
あれは太陽のマークだと思います。
Okay, so some astrological signs or signatures are the ones that hold this kind of thing. Maybe the planets have their own specific numbers and we're not aware of what their numbers are. Maybe it's like the number of positions they are, and sun is probably like position 0 maybe.
星のシンボルは A デッキにもあったよね。
But I also think that the solar system is numbered up to 8 at best, if you include Pluto, that is. I don't think they include 9 planets, I don't think. 8 planets include the sun, of course. I think that's 8 or 7 planets. I think we have 7 planets. Mars, Neptune, Earth, Uranus, Jupiter, Saturn. I guess I'll say the Sun, Mercury. Yeah, if you include Pluto, then it would be 9, maybe. Yeah, I guess that's the case with that. It's funny because Pluto is no longer part of our planet system, so we do only have 8 planets, technically. Okay. I thought it was 7 planets. My bad. I haven't been studying the planets in so long, so that I kind of forgot.
そんなもんあったか？
記憶にないわね。
デッキか。俺はまだ行ったことがないからな。
せっかくだ。もう一度しっかりと調べに行こうじゃないか。
Sorry, I'm trying to think of the planets if I missed one. Because I'm like, if it's not Pluto, then it might be another planet that might make up the 9th.
ほら、あの階段の両脇に設置された2枚の扉。左側の方にだけ鍵穴がついてるんだけど、そのすぐ上のところに印がついてるの。
So maybe one of these doors are the exits, maybe? Oh no, that's not the sun.
本当だ。さっきのやつとどことなく似てる。
But that's not the sun. That's like another symbol of some sort.
これは地球のマークです。
Oh, okay. There's an earth symbol.
横の棒は赤道、縦の棒は四五線を表しています。
あの天井。
Is that the lights just going out?
鉄板か。
Oh, we were just looking
まる
up.
で蓋をするみたいに打ち付けられてるな。
おそらく元はドーム型の天窓でもあったのだろう。
あそこから出られたらいいのにね。
現実を見ろよ。爆薬でも仕掛けない限りぶち破ることは不可能だぜ。
Very fair.
窓も同じか。どれも鉄板で塞がれてる。
I mean, if we're having to look outside, I feel like one of the things is that it could easily be broken, probably. Or that it creates this sort of illusion and people will get distracted by it, I think, a lot. So I rather think that it's best to just kind of like put up some walls. Like, I'm not trying to think of it as like I guess I could think about it like in a narrative sense of what Zero would think. Though I would not be sure if I'm 100% sure that that's how he was thinking it.
つまり、要するに。
But who knows, you know?
八方塞がりってことか。
正確には3フロアあるから24方塞がりだよ。
上下を加えれば26方塞がりだな。
いや、やはり24方塞がりだよ。2つの道はまだ残ってるんだからね。
Yeah, we only got 2 options here.
数字の書かれた扉。
Yeah, because
ナンバリングドアか。
we need to find the rest of the remaining stuff. And the only way forward is these 2 doors, so we got no choice besides that.
ねえ、ちょっと待ってよ。さっきも似たようなこと言ったけど、私は反対よ。
Why?
あのドアを開くなんて馬鹿げてるわ。
Well, we have to open these doors because we have no way forward. If you want to drown, that's be my guest.
それこそ犯人のゼロの思うツボじゃない。
But we got no choice, lady. We need to get out of here. And if you want to sit here for 9 hours just to be prepared to be drowned, then there's no point in it.
俺は賛成だ。いつまでもここにいるわけにもいかないしな。
Yeah.
そうだな。私も賛成だ。
私は絶対に反対よ。
とりあえず進んでみるべきなんじゃないの？
She is in the correctness.
何が起きるかわからないし、ここにとどまるべきよ。
そんな時間がどこにあるんだよ。8時間30分後にこの船は海の底へと沈むんだぞ。
Okay, so we spent half an hour in here just examining all the decks that we can go through so far.
なあ、ちょっといいか。
What? Junpei?
進むかとどまるかを決める前にやっておくべきことがあると思うんだ。
やっておくべきこと？
情報交換だよ。
What information?
俺たちはまだお互いのことを何も分かってない。
Oh, we just need to get acquainted with each other by name.
知りたいんだ。あんたたちが何者なのか、どこの誰で、なんでこんなところにいるのか。気になるだろ、他のみんなだって。
私も賛成です。順平くんの言う通りだと思います。
It's funny because her saying my name literally outs the fact that we both know each other and we might be the problematic group. Because it's like me and her could be seen as conspirators of the whole group. Because why not? If you're too familiar, it makes some kind of sense. But yeah. Sheesh. Alright, yeah, let's keep going.
順平？
ごめんなさい、この人のことです。私たち幼馴染なんです。小学校が同じで。
But yeah, it does out us as suspicious, for sure, if we're doing this.
待て待て待て待て！聞いてもいないことを勝手にベラベラと喋るんじゃねえ！
Oof.
ゼロはおそらくどこかで俺たちのことを監視してるはずだ。
Odds are Zero already knows who we all are and what we've been through and what we're doing, what we've done. So I don't know why we are in this, like, state of why do we need to know each other kind of
奴に
situation.
聞かれたらどうする？
Or, like, worrying about what Zero has to say about us or think about us.
聞かれたらまずいんですか？
まずいに決まってんだろうが！ゼロが俺たちのことを知ってるとは限らない。無作為に適当にターゲットを選んで拉致ってきただけかもしれん。だとすると、奴に素性がバレるのは危険だ。家族が脅迫されたり、逆に俺たちの方が脅されることにもなりかねん。
Ah, okay. So he's worried about his family versus themselves being outed.
家族の誰かを人質に取ったと言ってな。
でも、せめて名前ぐらいは教えてもらわないと。
Yeah, because we can't just be... Because no one has stated some sort of name besides me and Akane. Or me, I say. Junpei and Akane. So it's kind of weird that everyone else doesn't know each other's names, so...
呼び方がわからないと不便じゃないですか。
Very true.
だったらコードネームで呼び合うことにすればいい。
Sure. But I'm gonna leave that for the next episode to decide because this is a very lengthy episode so far. Past the 30-minute mark for now. Menu. And save. Oh, the only way to know if I save the thing is because the bottom right is... Okay. Yes. I didn't know that the bottom right is how we save, technically. So, okay. But yeah, otherwise we'll end it here for now. Thank you guys for watching. This is definitely starting to pick up a little bit. I do apologize if it's a lot slower or a lot of talking. But that's the point of this game, is that it's to throw the expose first. Like, throw the whole backstory of everything first and foremost. And then drop us into, like, gameplay primarily as a thing to kind of get us acquainted with who or what we need to know about before jumping into the gameplay stuff and figuring out some puzzles and stuff. I think the puzzle stuff in this game is the most interesting parts of it, but I think that the story is also important because it helps build your establishment on who's who and what's being done and who's like who did what and how does it relate to Zero or the story and stuff. So yeah. Otherwise, that's pretty much it for this episode. So we'll get to know everybody's codename in the next episode, and then we'll figure out what we do from there. So other than that, Roz, out.